2018. While scrolling through YouTube and Facebook I just went through this couple of links that just said that, do you want to make 3 lakhs a month in less than 90 days? I was baffled. You don't need an office. You don't need any big tech or something. At the comfort of your home, you can do so. So I signed up. I watched the webinar. Obviously, the coaches would pitch some 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, whatnot. And obviously, I would not buy. But this went on 2019, 2020, 2021. 4 years is a pretty decent time, isn't it? I did fall into the trend and dived into the coaching bandwagon. A period that pretty much says that in another 2 years down the line, coaching industry is going to be a $320 billion industry. Now, all of these things are good to hear, good to see. It always shines up your eyes. But what is the reality that the coaches and trainers are experiencing today, right now in 2024, when I'm recording this? The first and foremost thing, before we dive into the mind map, it's important to understand a coach and a trainer, healer, anyone, there is a specific skill that they have. Okay? It could be any skill. In this case, let's just say I take my example. The skill that I have is the empowered voice, which is a combination of public speaking, advanced communication, and it branches out into all the other different platforms. If I look at the human side of it, it's public speaking, communication, the way you build your brand, ways you make videos on, stuff like that. When I move into the business side of it, the sales, the marketing, the branding, the strategies to really get on to cater to the customers and elevate the customer's experience. All of these things gets together and it combines together to form the empowered voice. Now, it's all the way from 2018 to 2021 is when I've been observing the coaching, training and coaching industry as a student, as an audience. From 2021 onwards, I started getting opportunities. In fact, I conducted my first ever webinar in 2021 May itself. It's going to be what, I think 3 years now at this point when I'm recording this. In fact, it's so surprising, okay? The day when I'm recording this video, it's the 28th of May. 2024. Surprisingly, exactly 3 years back is when I conducted my first ever webinar, and I was able to close a sale worth 24,812 rupees. It's something that I'm never ever going to forget. All the way from my bank account, literally in 4 digits, it moved on to 5 digits, and it felt amazing. But there's a lot of development that has happened over the period of years. Let's dive in straight away into the major problems that every coach and trainer pretty much here and there are experiencing, and how our empowered voice plays a role in this. The first and foremost, the skills versus the demands. Let's face it, we became an entrepreneur, we became a coach, we became a trainer, we became a healer in the first place because we had one particular skill. Now, having experienced the training and coaching industry, both as a coach as well as behind the scenes digital strategist, what I've come to realize is that there is a chain that happens. Let me try and see if I can draw it. Let's just say you are a trainer, okay? You are a trainer or a teacher. But at the same time, you need to be an entrepreneur as well. An entrepreneur, managing the business, managing the operations, managing the sales, the accounts and whatnot. You need to be in a position to be able to market yourself. What are the marketing strategies that you will build, whether it's a funnel, whether it's the levels of memberships, whatnot. And then, of course, you have to take care of a community. Now, what do you do for the community? What kind of programs do you create? Is it a retreat? Do you manage any event? Do you create more workbooks? Do you create more courses? All of the different things gets add up. Well, let's face it, okay? You were supposed to do just this, but the way things have moved on, you have become a combination of all this, which means a lot of your energy gets dissipated in all these 3 different things. Of course, there are so many tools and businesses and organizations that promises that they will take care of all these elements, but I'm not sure whether they are able to full-fledge it. Whether you like it or not, you need to be in a position when you are able to master all these multiple elements. Competition. Just walk up to Google and type NLP coach, or LinkedIn, even better, NLP coach. You will be blown away with the number of NLP coaches that are out there. It's crazy. And I'm just taking one example. You take any random example out there, you will realize the amount of competition that are there. Do we know how to handle all those competitions? Imagine this, both NLP coaches running the same ad, targeting the same kind of audience. Whom will the audience walk towards? The marketing strategies. Let's face it, if I am marketing myself as an NLP coach, because right now I'm able to record videos with ease, with a lot of energy, and people will relate to it in a lot better manner. This is something that I've trained myself over the period of years. Have you? I'm not sure. But if both of us are putting our ads, the marketing strategies will be completely different. The video, the graphics, the way we put things forward will be completely different. Are we aware enough to put that through, to be able to take that through? Let's just say we are able to do that as well. What about the sales engine? It it is it's so crazy, having had the opportunity to work under agencies also. They don't even like to think about this whole fundamental element that brings the results. Let's face it, for coaches, healers, and trainers, for us, sales is not just money making, money exchange, it's more of a service. But are we trained with that mindset? Are we learning that? I'm not sure. The content domination. There are so many crazy coaches and trainers in this world. I look for their stuff on Google. I don't get to find much stuff. Will I really be able to get the trust and the faith that this particular person is the right person for me? On the other hand, imagine this. There's an NLP coach. Because we started with an NLP coach, I'm just taking that example itself. Let's just say there's an NLP coach and he's got probably the biggest certifications in this world. Okay. On the other hand, me, probably not the international certifications, but I've learned my NLP basics, masters, and advanced. And I create content on NLP, let's just say for 5 years in a row. Nothing, just NLP. If I'm running the ad, which of these two personalities would you feel you will prefer going to? Because I've already created so much of value, it would be me, isn't it? But do we really learn about it? Do we really implement? I'm not sure. The systems and tools, obviously, for coaches, trainers, your biggest skill is coaching and training and healing. Why would you be interested in systems and tools? But let's face it, we living in a world, a day and age where digital tools are taking over, and it is only making our lives easier. Unfortunately, we don't know from where to learn all of these tools, at least the simplest ones. And that is leading to technical inefficiencies where we are always dependent on someone else, whether it's a marketing agency, whether it's a team member, whether I'm hiring a lot of unnecessary people. I am spending so much of money on resources instead of giving myself that time to really crush it through. It's crazy. It's crazy what we are doing, what we are not doing. Of course, that also brings in hiring the right people. Of course, as a coach and a trainer, we don't necessarily need to know, but then we kind of hold ourselves back even to learn those skills, and we end up hiring the wrong people. In fact, I would go up to a certain extent to say that after 5 years of being in the corporate, I have realized that I prefer working for companies as a freelancer than an employee. You're getting the example. It took me 5 years to realize that. Of course, that happened after mistakes and mistakes and years of mistakes. But right now, I know how to hire the right people, and I can help people with the same. And finally, think about it for a moment. You are running a lot of ads. You're spending lakhs and probably crores also in the ads, bringing in people. What happens to those people? Do you have their mail ID? Do you have their phone number? If you do, they are your leads. Don't you think you should be doing something for those leads? Maybe start a newsletter. Maybe engage with them week to week, some basis or the other. Maybe take up one-to-one calls or something or the other. Do you have a private Facebook group where you are actually nurturing them? Your email newsletter, your some form of a marketing tools in which you're nurturing them by giving a lot of value, redirecting them to maybe your YouTube channel or Instagram profile or LinkedIn, whatnot. So many things that you can do. Are you doing any of it? Even the ones who have purchased, okay? What are the deliverables? If they are with you for 90 days, what are you doing after they're done with you for 90 days? Don't you think they would like to have some more proximity with you? Who is helping you with these techniques and strategies? So when I was compiling all of these things together, I realized that the first and the foremost things you need is to be able to use your voice to connect with those people. Let's face it. If people are looking at your ad, they're coming for you. If they're attending your webinar or your workshop, they're coming for you. They're signing up for your next level of products or your services, your coaching and training services. They are there for you. And it's your voice that is the glue that is holding every single thing together. So why not make the most of your voice and learn these set of skills? What I would love for you to do is mark yourself in every single one of these skills, okay, on a scale of 0 to 10. How good do you feel you are in each of these things? The first and foremost, speaking. Are you speaking what you want to speak? Or are you sharing what they want to know? There's a big difference. Once that happens, you will realize as a coach, it's not your responsibility to tell them what they want to know. Rather, ask them in such a manner, the answers that comes out through them as a revelation, as a reflection. That's what coaching is all about, isn't it? As a trainer, healer, or a coach, are you able to do that? There are a lot of things that you might know, but it is irrelevant for the people who's there in front of you. It's about the kind of results and the benevolence that they are able to feel through you. That's where these things come into the picture. Are you talking to your target audience? Now, obviously, I've interacted with quite a few coaches, and it just explodes my mind on how many times they think that they are supposed to share something which they feel that the audience might not even need. Something so basic. They have the assumption or the presumption that the audience might not need, so they do not share. And what happens is it creates a distance between them and their target audience. People love relatability a lot more. So the simpler you can become, the more you can deliver what your target audience wants. Maybe that's what they are able to connect with the most. Your content engine. Do you have your regular videos coming up, podcasts, blogs, reels, the posts, answers, articles, newsletters? Do you have all these things churned out week in and week out? If you look at the most successful people in this world, even the ones who are not the most popular, they're going to have all of these things. You've got to be able to figure out a way to do the same. Visionary leadership. Do you feel that you're overworked and confused and you're not sure what to do, what not to do? Or you know that whatever it is that you're doing is leading to a vision turning into reality. Every single team member, every single person you're working with, every single resource that you've outsourced, the task, the people, the agencies, are they working together? If not, it's because you need to learn this one skill. Once this happens, the kind of tribe that you have, the people around, how are you building and nurturing that entire tribe? Now, I've been very, very fortunate to be able to learn from one of the best mentors in this world right now. The way that he manages communities, well, he's in the process of building the world's largest community of digital coaches. That's happening because of this one little skill, which facilitates collaborations and obviously eventual brand heightening. Collaborations, the way you are able to reach out to a fellow, maybe a competitor, but you turn that into a collaboration. You are helping their community, they are helping yours. And once you do that consistently over a period of time, obviously your brand heightens. I'll give you an example. The fact that I'm making this video right now, I am pretty sure at some point of time, maybe very, very soon, I will get invites from coaches and trainers to maybe visit their office or maybe sit with them over a Zoom call to define all these definite skills for them. And that's the way I can get paid, because over the last 5 years, this is the set of skills that I have implemented on myself. So it's not just that I am serving as an empowered voice coach, but at the same time, I'm also offering services to other coaches, trainers, and healers. Mind you, this is only possible considering that I am churning out 2 videos per week over the next 2.5, 3, 4, 5 years. Brand building includes 2 things: consistency and authenticity. That's it. So the fact that I shared all this out to you, I want to leave you with 3 very, very unique gifts, and I'm sure you're going to appreciate. Please make the most of it. The first and foremost, I want to have that one-to-one clarity call with you. So if you look at the link below, you can actually sign up a call with me. I would be more than happy to help you out with whatever it is that I know, to help you in all these different skills on how you can put the first seed into it so that it starts growing into something very, very big. Number 2, I work with limited set of people. It's always happens on a Sunday, 11 to 12, when I'm conducting free workshops, which is all about making sure that we are learning these micro skills. Whether we know it now or not, all of us have a trainer, coach, and a healer within us. All of us have healed someone or the other in our life, and it's our responsibility to turn this into a monetizable skill. And obviously, I'd love to welcome you to be a part of our community, where you will meet more fellow like-minded coaches, trainers, and healers. And of course, it's a very, very beautiful environment to learn from. Why am I doing this? Because I want to make sure that I help people and businesses become a better version with each passing day. I plan to do it for the rest of my life for sure. If you found this video useful, it would mean the world to me if you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and share it with anyone whom you feel might get a lot of benefits through this video. This is Dr. Suryadeep. Love you so much. Mwah.